What's going on, guys? So today I'm just kind of gonna go over two little tips and tricks slash toys that I use with Goose to keep him enriched, entertained, stimulated when I have class or I'm working on something that usually keep him busy for 20 to 45 minutes. So they're really helpful, and let's get into it. So this is the first toy I'm talking about, and this is our absolute favorite toy, and we probably use it every day. It's just a plastic rubber wheel. We got this at Menards, and we live in the Midwest, so Menards is kind of just a large hardware store, but they carry these types of toys at all pet stores. You could probably find them at Target, Walmart, anywhere, and I don't even know what brand this is. It doesn't even have a brand on it. It's only like $5-6, but it gets the job done. And it keeps this little guy right here busy for 30 to 45 minutes at a time, so it works perfect if you have class or work to do. And depending on the size of your dog, there's plenty of different sizes, shapes of these types of toys. You just pretty much find what you think would work best with your dog or your situation. This one's about a little bit smaller than the size of my hand, so it's not too big. It was pretty big for him when he was like a young puppy, but he's kind of grown into it now, so it's the perfect size. And what you do with it is he's getting excited because he sees me with a toy. So before we were so rudely interrupted, what you do with it is you put foods that dogs can eat inside of it that are like kind of liquids that you can, not necessarily liquid, but freezable. And that's what makes the dog take so long to get through this toy. And what I always use is Greek yogurt. Make sure it's plain, has to be plain. You don't want any of the other crap that they put in flavored yogurt. And then applesauce, and it has to be unsweetened applesauce, because sugar is bad for dogs. And then that goes the same with peanut butter. It has to be unsweetened, natural peanut butter. And then I also usually add honey to it. You don't have to add honey, it's just extra flavor and it's good for dogs. And you just fill all the ridges with the foods you're using. I'll show you what it looks like in a second. And then this is your finished product. It doesn't look too good. And as you can see, there's not tons of peanut butter. It's primarily yogurt just because that's his favorite. And then peanut butter is just a little too high in calories and fat, so you just try to limit it. And then you just pop it in the freezer. He wants it now, but you're gonna finish this in 2 seconds if I give it to you now, Goose. And when it is done being frozen, this is a couple hours later, it'll be nice and solid. And then, you ready, Goose? You ready? I know he gets excited for this one. He loves this toy. Probably his favorite. Sit. Wait. Okay. You can have it. And yeah, he'll sit here and lick. His tail's wagging. He's having a good time for 30 to 40 minutes. So if I have a class or I have to hop on a call or something, this is a perfect thing to do to just keep him busy, and I can keep him out of sight and know 100% that this is what he's gonna be doing and not getting into trouble. It's much better leaving him with a toy instead of leaving him to roam the living room where he just eats up your blinds and then pulls down the strings. So yeah. And then the second thing I'm gonna show you guys is this feeding mat, or just feeding mats in general. These are great ways to either stop dogs from eating too quickly or to just keep them busy. And what you basically just do is you take kibble or whatever they eat and just sprinkle it through here. And you just have the food sprinkled through there. You ready? This is one of his favorite things. He usually gets super excited when I'm holding it, but I can't carry a camera and carry the toy or everything's gonna fall everywhere. And then you just set it on the ground and let your dog go. You see his tail wagging, you see he's happy, and like I said, there are hundreds of different brands, sizes, shapes, prices on Amazon. This isn't the only one you could get. That's why I'm not gonna put this specific one or show which one I have. It's just whichever one suits your needs. And all of them, or at least the more expensive ones, are pretty good quality. You know, Goose hasn't ripped off a single blade of grass, or quote unquote grass, but the little felt strips yet. And this will keep him going like this for 15 to 30 minutes.